All right, let's roll out. Let me get my notepad here and just figure out what's one of the things that I want to go over first. All right. So one of the things that I want to go over first is opening up areas like by pre-editing them at like an opponent's box. So let's say right here, there's an opponent in this box. All right, let's say I am out here. Okay, so instead of just simply coming up and just making like let's say we got a stair right here and just coming up, say we're on this stair actually, instead of coming up and just like hacking that guy right there, a more smarter approach would be to sort of anticipate his movement in a sense and get maybe like right here and then edit something out like this so that if he were to run out the side or anything like of that sort, you would just be able to pop him right here. Because if you sit here and just get a hack or like get another hack, he can actually enclose you in this box right here and box you in. So it's more beneficial to be smarter, and instead of sort of hanging on here, sort of get more pieces. And you could do something like up here too, so that if he sort of, you know, wants to edit out these and come, you can just get like a quick easy shot right there. I try and do this kind of stuff all the time and just sort of pre-edit structures, and just so people don't really have a lot of places where to go, or the places that they go are going to be your structures. And then if they're your structures, you can obviously like edit in, do any of the above, and they're going to be right in there waiting to just get clapped. All right, so that's that one right there. Always be looking to do something preemptively instead of just hacking someone's wall. You get into good players and you start hacking their wall, they're just going to box you up and you're going to be in their box. All right, so not a good thing to do in that sense. All right, now another one is going to be the sort of like phase sway technique where they always come up here, do like the double edit and then come across, do that. This is a really, really good one for gaining high ground on an opponent because it makes you get a lot of pieces. It makes you get a lot of pieces that are going to be yours. So that's essentially the trick right there. And after that, you can really just, you know, kind of do whatever you want and get any kind of piece right there. So now I'm going to break it down slow after I did it the one time fast. So start off with the stair right here. Okay. And then you're going to do another stair. Press the floor and the cone at the same time. Okay, and then you're going to take this tile right here. That's going to create that sort of stair that is a cone. Then you're going to connect another stair right here. Okay, and then you're going to jump out. You're going to hold down the right trigger button because that's going to turbo build you, and that's going to turbo build right there. And then you're going to place a stair, and then you're going to have it right there. This one is like really, really tricky to do for newbies, and you really just got to practice this. But if you get it, let's try and get it out. Oop, messed that one up. But if you get it right there, then it becomes really easy. You can just edit out. All right, so that's that one right there. I'll go over it one more time, just in slow motion. You can either do it right or left. Right is more comfortable for me. So if you sit here, edit this tile, floor, hold down the turbo builds, and then you go there. It's a little bit slower, sorry. Oh, you're the man. So that's a little tricky. It's tricky to go over slow. I can get it like pretty fast, like pretty consistently, but it's a little bit tricky to go over slow. So go over it slow one more time, just because I kind of muffed it up right here, right. And then you got it right there, and it makes that sort of thing right there. And then you can edit out, do anything you want. You can even do like another one, put this right here, these, get in another box, edit out. Any of that kind of stuff. Chan, how we doing? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in here in a while. So another thing is going to be doing pretty much the phase sway technique, but with the flat. Okay, so when you come in here, and you do the same thing as before, instead of placing that other stair, you're actually going to place this flat. All right, so you see how this is right here. If you can just get this flat right here, then you can get this stair and then edit out right here. And then you can either choose to come up with another stair, go out, protect yourself up here, anything like that. The flat is huge. All right, so if you're right here, flat. You can do another stair if you want, but it does provide like another layer of protection. But if you're just getting it down the first time, I would say just use the flat. Sort of like right there. and then you can just go up in any one of those kind of motions. All right, so that goes over the faceway thing with the flat. All right, another building mechanic that's kind of slept on is editing walls that are on top of you, or like pre-editing them. So let's say you're right here, you have these two on top of you. If someone is up top of you trying to get into your 1x1, if you come in here and you sort of pre-edit this, right? So then you already have that wall that's up top and it's pre-edited, so he can't trap you in anything. So if you come out, you can choose to already have this or like sort of reset that in a sense. Let's go through this one more time. And even if you come here, place something, do walls that are like higher than you and sort of pre-edit the walls that are higher. That one broke right there because it wasn't connected. But if you're doing this kind of thing, all right, and you just make that peanut butter edit, it's all about getting wall placements that are going to help you out in the long run and that other people can't get. Because if you're, it just creates more like alternate escape plans essentially for you, because if they have all your walls, you really can't do anything but hack their walls. But if you have all of these walls, you can choose to edit out every one of them like how you would see fit, you know. Get them in here, edit this out, get a little peek, just edit something up top, you know, anything like that. All right, another thing is tunneling. I am shit at tunneling for the most part. I don't really tunnel. I need to learn to like tunnel more, because when I play solos I'm gonna need to tunnel more. But my partner Sinkovich, he's the main tunneler. He's like a mouse and keyboard guy, so I am just mainly like the fragger and he tunnels. But I'll give you guys a little bit of a tunneling tutorial since most of the people are on controller here, so I'll kind of show you how this works. So start off with the flat, okay? And then if you're trying to tunnel to the left, all right, there's gonna be some things that are gonna be open, some things not. I found this is like the best strategy if you have a partner, because it's not gonna block them off. So you can come here, and then place a stair, okay? So that allows your partner passage through this stair, and then they can follow you. You can come here, and as long as you are looking this sideways, it's gonna place the stair sideways, okay? But it's easier to get this stair and then edit it. But that's what happens right there if you don't go far enough, all right? But my personal favorite that I don't mess up on as much is getting the stair off like right there, because then it just goes behind you. And it takes like a little bit of practice that you can kind of like keep doing, but you can tunnel out this way and then you're more so like protected. It's really, really crucial when you're rotating for late game that you're able to do this, and in the way that's gonna, you know, spare a lot of your mats. All right, 2 more strategies and then we'll go into solos. So this is one that I actually learned from this guy Ken Beans, who's like a really, really good YouTuber. I think he's got almost like 100k subs or something like that. Really like enjoy the stuff that like he puts out. But he had this idea going up here. If you have this right here, do this like simple edit, you can actually place walls all around you while you're coming up. Reset this. It's kind of tricky to do at the same time, and then sort of if anyone is on top of you, you'll have them in a box, and if not, then you can keep just kind of like ramping up. So oop, messed that one up. So that's how it looks slow. This one's actually like really, really hard to get on controller. There you go. All right, so that is essentially it. All right, this one is arguably the most important one so far, and that's gonna be placing a wall after a 90. So if you're coming right up here, you're doing a 90, and that's placing this wall right here, because a lot of people are going to try and box you off, like especially after you come after a 90, and then they're going to kind of want to entrap you in their box. So this secures that doesn't happen. So you can come right here, place any other walls, sort of like piece up the opponents after that, and choose whatever you want to do. So yeah, placing a wall is huge, and being able to edit it out quickly, that's going to be another like huge thing too. So I'll go over that one more time. Just do like a 90 quick. Alrighty, that is going to conclude it for that. There's some building mechanics that everyone should know. Definitely going to be making a YouTube video with this kind of stuff later on. Not sure when. I'm actually going home this weekend to visit my family in Delaware. So not exactly sure when this one will be up. But other than that, let's get into some solos.